This is a recording for Chapter 1, Lesson 3, California's Climate. Focus question. Why are there different climates in California? Again, let's repeat that. Why are there different climates in California? Here's the vocabulary: climate, elevation, sea level, precipitation, rain shadow. Vocab strategy synonyms, words that mean the same. And then here's the reading strategy. They're going with identify cause and effect. History books, this happens, then that happens, this happens, and next. Okay? Cause and effect 24/7. However, as stated in the previous lesson, I love doing summarize, explain, connect. Why? Because your reading comprehension will skyrocket. You slow down your reading and you do this every 1 or 2 paragraphs. You go through this process. I'm telling you, I've seen it firsthand the last 8 years as a teacher, and kids improve 2, 3, 4 grade levels within 9 months. But it takes lots and lots of practice. Normally kids start here and they struggle until they get down for the next month or two. Then once they really get down summarizing, they can go to explaining, which is a whole nother ball game. And then finally, by far the most important to me, I honestly believed, whatever you're reading, unless you make personal connections with it, who really cares? So let's review this. Step 1, summarize. What is the author saying? And these are structured this way to repeat it this way. So this is normally done with a partner read, and one person, after they're finished reading, says, what is the author saying? The other partner repeats it back. The author is saying, and then they summarize it in 1 or 2 sentences. Then the next question goes, what does this mean? Then the other student has to say, this means, and always think of, how would you explain this without saying the same exact words? And then, again, most importantly, in my opinion, is connect. What does this information remind you of? This reminds me, this can be TV, it can be a road trip that you did, another textbook, family stories, friend stories, anything. But the goal is to take this information from this textbook and make it relevant to your life. Let's go. In California, one place can have snow, another can have rain, and another can be as dry as a cracker. Within this varied environment are animals such as this burrowing desert owl. And if I ever say a word incorrectly, I apologize. I'm doing this on the fly live. California's weather. Weather describes the air, dry or rainy, and temperature. Temperature is how hot or cold the air is. Every place has a pattern of weather over time. This is called climate. Notice how the author is highlighted in yellow? That is definitely a key word. So the most important word in this paragraph is climate. So if I said summarize this paragraph in one word, you'd say climate. So climate is really a pattern of weather over time. Keywords: temperature, climate, weather. Notice how they all go back to this. Next topic, temperature, which is coming right from here, okay? Next topic, temperature. Many things affect the temperature of a place. The farther a place is from the equator, the colder its temperature will be. California is about 1/3 of the way between the equator and the North Pole. So it has generally mild temperatures. And right away, if you scan out, you can see a map. Students I work with are right down here, South San Diego, right near Tijuana. So you can see that the temperature's pretty mild. Super hot as soon as you start going in that desert. All right, look at that, Death Valley. We are talking 92 degrees or higher. Good thing I don't live there. Moving on. Elevation. Elevation affects temperature too. The elevation of a place is how high it is above the ocean. Sorry, someone tried calling me. This is called sea level. The ocean has an elevation of 0. Places at high elevations are colder than places at low elevations. For example, Mount Whitney at 14,494 feet, it's pretty high, above sea level can get temperatures well below freezing. In contrast, Death Valley, check it out on the map, use those maps, is the hottest and lowest place in, not there, right up there, in the United States. Death Valley's lowest elevation is 284 feet below sea level. Temperatures can reach to above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, see how they had the cause and effect, which was the reading strategy right over there? And it says, what causes temperatures to vary in California? Where's that answer? Go back. It is all right there. Now, what I really like having students do is they create all their own questions. And that's another strategy, another reading approach. So you could take any one of these paragraphs and you create a why or how question with it. So instead of always doing the questions at the end of the text, you do this yourself on the fly. That's for another lesson, another time. Moving on, next pages. Let's do a quick scan. Good readers always scan. They look at the pictures, scan the words, come over, more pictures, another map. But notice this one is precipitation. So where is it raining a lot in California? Not in San Diego, especially not in the desert. You can see barely much rain. If you go far northern California, it's raining like almost all the time, it seems like. A lot of pink. Let's go to the next topic. Water in many forms. In addition to temperature, climate is also affected by precipitation. Long word, tough word. Precipitation is the amount of water in the air that falls to the ground. Precipitation can fall as rain, snow, sleet, hail, or very slowly as fog. Look at the map on page 33 to see California's average precipitation. So let's see. That's page 32. This is page 33. Oh, we already looked at that map. Okay, so check it out. Pause it. Look at it. Back to the read aloud. Some places get more precipitation than others. The location of a place affects how much precipitation it will get. It snows a lot in the Sierra Nevada. It rains a lot on the coast. Deserts get almost no rain. Deserts are arid or dry. Notice how the authors did this? Whenever you see this, a word, and then you see comma, comma, the author saying arid means dry. Okay, we could put dry in here. Same thing, synonym words. For most of the year. Deserts usually average less than 10 inches of rain a year. Here's why. Check this out. When there's mountains, you know what? It's coming over, clouds coming over. To get over those mountains, they need to drop all the rain down. And then once the clouds finally get over it, they do get over it, all the rain's gone. And then there's desert. So you see a lot of green stuff, a lot of vegetation. They get over dirt, sand, rock. Lack of vegetation. Why? Lack of water. Unless human beings bring it there, which we do pretty much everywhere now. Wet and dry cycles. Why do the deserts of our state get so little rain? California's deserts are in the rain shadow of the Sierra Nevada. Land in the rain shadow is land with reduced rainfall. Sorry, I'll make it go down a little better so you can see it. On the side of a mountain that is facing away from the wind. Look at the diagram below. Lost myself. As the wet air from the Pacific Ocean moves toward the mountains of the Coast Ranges, it begins to rise. Clouds form. When the clouds rise, the moisture cools and turns into raindrops. Farms in the Central Valley region benefit from this rainfall. Central Valley, people, it's right there. The breadbasket of California, maybe even the world. That means there's a lot of food grown there. When these same clouds move over the Sierra Nevada, they rise even higher to colder elevations. Moving on. The moisture that is left in the clouds turns to ice or snow. That is why it sometimes snows in the mountains when it rains in the valleys. By the time these clouds reach the top of the mountains, there is no precipitation left for the other side of the mountains. New paragraph. Death Valley is in the rain shadow of the Sierra Nevada. By the time air travels from the Pacific Ocean to the eastern side of the Sierra Nevada range, it is cloudless. That is why Death Valley is so dry all year. I want to move there. For 17 years, Mary Austin lived near Death Valley. She wrote a book about her time there called Land of Little Rain. Read the passage below from Austin's book about Death Valley. Notice another question they tell you right away. It's cause and effect, which is the reading strategy. But remember, you are stopping every paragraph or two and summarizing, explaining, connecting. There's the passage. I'm not going to read it all because we're already at 10 minutes, and I want to keep these less than 15 minutes. And we still have some more reading to do. Okay? Page 34, chapter 1. Another picture up top. Check it out. California's coast. Next climate. Look at the red words. Point to them. Point to every word as you follow along. Coastal climate. California's climate is not, keyword not, limited to the heat of the desert or the cold of the mountains. California's long coastline helps keep the coastal and central areas of California mild. California's coast has a mild climate because the Pacific Ocean warms the air in the winter. It cools it in the summer. This is why in Los Angeles you can wear shorts in January and June. I wear shorts all year in San Diego and I love it. So look, cause and effect again. How does the Pacific Ocean affect climate in California? Answers, go back to the text, figure it out. Boom, there's all the questions. Expectation is you do all this on your own, or actually not on your own, but we do it together as we read. Okay, another style of teaching. What you learned. Now, here's why summarizing is so important. Because this is informational text. Even though it's not a lot of pages, there's a lot of wording in there, a lot of vocabulary. It's all over the place. And you will see these vocab words in middle school, in high school. So the authors know this, so they summarize it for you. Notice how they did it in 3 paragraphs? Why? Look, they summarized that. They summarized all of this. And they summarized all this. Oh, there was 3 red topics. 1, 2, 3. I see a pattern. 1, 2, 3. Okay. First red topic. The hottest temperatures in California are in the desert. The coldest are in the mountains. Straight to the point. That's how you summarize. Most of the precipitation in California falls along the coast and in the Central Valley. In the Sierra Nevada, snow may fall, but the rain shadow keeps Death Valley dry. Straight to the point again. Summarize the most important points. And last but not least, the third one, which was about coastal climate. See? Coastal climate. Coastal climate. That's how this textbook works. Are they all like that? Maybe. Maybe not too. They're changing. Most of the coastal climate is mild because of the cooling or warmer effect of the ocean. That was 12 minutes and 40 seconds. So let's always end with this. Okay, practice this religiously. Make it your best friend. Summarize, explain, connect. That's the end for the read aloud on Chapter 1, Lesson 3, California's Climate. Later.